You don't have a pen?
No, I don't. Start soon, guys. Go, man. Starting now? Starting now?
In a minute.
All right, cool.
We're going to remove the tents then.
Somebody's been in the industry, and we have a way to solve this problem. They don't want to listen to it.
So what you gotta say about this?
So, the easiest way to solve this problem, you issue 50,000 licenses at $10,000 a pop, complete blind lottery. That brings $5 billion
Mr. Harris, how are you?
brings $5 billion into the economy within a 6-month time. You take all law enforcement officers, you put them in a room, you explain to them they're no longer cannabis enforcement officers. They're now compliance officers. With the penalty, if they turn out to be dirty, a year gen pop. Every cop knows what that means. If they don't want it, they can get out of the meeting and we'll find a new position. After that,
We all get it.
essentially, then we basically take it. They are, everybody can buy wherever they want, like a free market environment. Supply and demand curve gets set by real economics. If you have dirty pot in your store, you get a fine. Second time your license gets pulled and it gets dropped back in for recirculation.
Testing? Good afternoon, New York City. Here we are in Times Square. And what we are here to say is what every New Yorker wants. And that is to shut down the illegal cannabis stores and to shut them down now. I am State Assemblywoman Jennifer Rajkumar, and I am the author and sponsor of the Smoke Out Act. The Smoke Out Act will allow New York City to smoke them all out and shut down all the illegal cannabis stores in short order. The Smoke Out Act will put the power back in the hands of New York City. Currently, only the state has the power to shut down these illegal cannabis shops. But the state simply doesn't have the manpower to get the job done. But you know who has the manpower? New York City. And once we pass the Smoke Out Act, New York City Mayor Eric Adams has said that he will then quickly be able to shut down all of these illegal cannabis stores. Can you believe that there are currently 1,000 times more illegal shops than legal shops? How can this be? New Yorkers feel like they are high right now, because this situation just makes no sense. There's 36,000 illegal cannabis shops across this state, and only 40 legal ones. It is time to fix this situation. It is time for common sense to prevail. We all know that these illegal cannabis stores are hotbeds of crime. They carry loose cash. They are magnets for criminal activity. At least 5 people across our city have been shot and killed in the past 2 years at these shops. The shops have been opening near schools. They are selling unregulated cannabis. That means cannabis laced with E. coli, with lead, with salmonella, with things you definitely don't want to be ingesting. These shops are not safe, and we have to remedy this situation. And let's talk about the legal businesses. the legal businesses that went through the hard work of getting a proper license. Their businesses are suffering because of the proliferation of illegal shops. And as a state, we are losing millions in taxpayer dollars. So we need to shut them down, and we need to shut them down now. Do you agree with me?
No!
Do you want to smoke them out?
No!
All right, then let's hear it. Smoke them out. 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 Okay. The state budget is due in 7 days. We are asking that the Smokeout Act be incorporated into the state budget so we can do what all New Yorkers know is right and shut down these illegal cannabis shops once and for all. Are you with me? All right, we're gonna get it done. And now, I am so proud to introduce the man who made this day possible. There he is. None other than Tom Harris, who is the president of the Times Square Alliance, and he will say a few words about how this is so critically important.
Thank you very much, Assemblymember Rajkumar. The Times Square community is thrilled that State Assemblywoman Jennifer Rajkumar is championing the smokeout bill that would allow local law enforcement to rid the city of illegal, unlicensed smoke shops once and for all. I'm urging Governor Hochul to include this in her budget. The survival of the legal cannabis industry that will generate much-needed tax revenue is contingent on effective strategies to close down the illegal, unlicensed establishments. In Times Square, over the last year, illegal weed stores are up 6-fold. These illegal weed stores market and sell to teenagers and are a magnet for crime and disorder. 2 homicides occurred within 100 feet of one of the stores on 8th Avenue. 1 person was shot in front of the illegal weed store on 46th and 9th Avenue, and a 3rd store was robbed. 14 inspectors statewide is not enough. The 14 inspectors closed 9 locations in 2023, with an estimated 36,000 illegal stores. It would take those 14 inspectors 4,000 years to close down the stores that currently exist today. We need local law enforcement involved. Once again, thanks to Assemblywoman Rajkumar for championing the smokeout bill that will allow local law enforcement to be the solution to this problem that exists in every neighborhood in the city, and we urge the state to include it in the budget. Thank you.
Thank you so much, President Tom Harris. Well said. We also have standing with us the president of the East Midtown Partnership, Rob Burns.
Thank you, Assemblymember. New York City, after several years, is on the verge of a very strong retail recovery. I see it on the streets of the east side of Manhattan every day. Tom Harris sees it in Times Square. Our colleague Barbara Blair from the Garment District Alliance sees it. That recovery is endangered by the proliferation of illegal smoke shops in our community. We need the teeth in the law to address the problem. Every other industry has teeth to back it up, and that's why we are strongly supportive. And we're so glad that we have Assemblymember Rajkumar and Mayor Eric Adams are on our side, and we encourage everyone in the public to support them too. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have standing with us a longtime champion of the Smokeout Act, Eddie Marrero, public health expert and community advocate.
We stand at the crossroads of the world here in New York City to send this message. We are going to shut you down. All of you illegal cannabis shops, we are coming for you.
Pop-ups will always be there.
When the cannabis law was enacted, it was enacted because black and brown communities were disproportionately affected by incarceration because of cannabis. When the law was enacted, it was so that black and brown communities could then benefit from the law, and we could generate revenue for the state that would go toward funding other parts of our economy. New York City right now is suffering. Times Square is suffering. Businesses are suffering. Why? Because we are not collecting tax revenue. Because these illegal shops are acting just like the thug drug dealer on the corner. They have replaced the drug dealers by opening stores and operating in full view. And they are putting our children, our families, and our communities at risk. They are a scourge on our communities, not just in the Times Square area, but in every part of this city. So we call on Governor Hochul and the entire Assembly to pass and sign the Smokeout Act. We are going to shut you down.
Well said. So we stand together as business owners, as parents, as One New York across all 5 boroughs, calling for the immediate passage of the Smokeout Act in the state budget in 7 days so that we can solve this problem once and for all. Thank you.